Sorry if the first part of the upload goes up and then I have to take it back down simply because the broadcast was stopped. So if it just keeps stopping, then I might just wait to upload it, you know, maybe tomorrow before I go to work. But anyways, I have some Blackout gameplay for you guys. This is my first ever Blackout gameplay going up on the channel, man. So y'all smash that like button. And so this was you know, a game of the new Hot Pursuit mode, which, if you guys have been living under a rock, what's up, Cousin John, man? Nice of you to stop by, man. Let me know how things have been going with work, man. And yeah, man, hopefully the chat works pretty well. I see that, I mean, the comments on there. But yeah, man, so basically, if you guys have been living under a rock, basically, Hot Pursuit is the new game mode, the new featured limited time game mode, where the Blackout vehicles are a little different. So you have a cop car, then you have this like SUV, and then you might have another one. I don't really remember what the other one is. Cousin John said he got off late in Texas. 7 to 7. Damn, man, that's long hours right there, cousin, man. But dang, man, I'm glad to see you out there, you know, getting you some money, man, and hopefully you'll come back and rejoin us as brothers in arms, man. We got 2 people watching. I'm pretty sure the other person might be Cousin Leak, but if not, what's up? But anyways, in this new game mode, essentially, the storm, you know, unlike Ambush, it doesn't keep moving in. It stops, but only for like a minute. So once that first, you know, part of the storm moves in, it's not as fast. But then it gets progressively faster and faster and faster. Coming back Wednesday, hell yeah, man. I'm off Wednesday, actually. So if you do come back, then I might have to go check you out, man. But yeah, the storm moves, you know, faster and faster as the circle closes in. And also it features that down but not out function, alright? So, I'm not going to try and talk too long because I'm already 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the video. But anyways, man, once you die, you obviously respawn back in, as long as you have a person left in the game. But anyways, man, I'm going to be breaking down this gameplay as I go along. So, first win in Hot Pursuit. Not my first win in quads. Cousin Kevin helped me get my first win in quads. Which was the Ambush game mode, so I appreciate Cousin Kevin for that. Shout out to him and Cousin Malik. Yeah, man, we miss y'all. We miss you too, man. Ready for you to get back on here, man. You've been missing, you know, a little bit of stuff, but you ain't missed too much. They bought supply drops back, if you don't know. But anyways, and then my second win was with, you know, me and a couple of other guys. We've done a regular quads win, so the only 2 wins that I have left to get are a solo win and a duos win. So, yeah, man, let's go ahead and hop right into this, man. So, essentially, I land in an unknown location. That's essentially what you want to do. You want to, you know, land in those lesser-known locations simply because, you know, there's probably most likely nothing there. I mean, you might find some good stuff there, but not a whole lot of people are going to land in an unknown location. Just, you know, checking my outside surroundings, you know, making sure everything's good around me. Another tip that I can give you guys, always have, like, situational awareness. Now, my boys are over there on the right side of, you know, this little compound right here, or whatever you want to call it. We call it 8 houses, simply because that's what it is. It's like 8 houses, you know, there. So I hop over this gate, I go on ahead and I move on in here. Now, I see that there's, you know, like a freaking, what you call it, a sensor dart in there, and I already knew that I was fucked because I didn't have a weapon, so I died, had to wait to respawn. Alright then, man, we'll check you out when you get back on the stream. But anyways, my boys are handling business while I'm respawning. I think I died twice in this game, so I had a little bit of luck, you know, in terms of overall survivability. Normally I die just a hell of a lot, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, Alright, I got you, man. I got you. But, yeah, man, basically this game mode is really, really good if you have, you know, pretty good teammates. You know, so I spawn back in, trying to find a location to land that's really unnamed or whatever. So, essentially, I picked this little place right here. Right as soon as I drop down, you know, I have my strife already, pick up, you know, a couple of items or whatever. And I'm pretty sure that I'm the only one here. But, as you're about to find out, I'm not. Alright, so I end up dying for the second consecutive time there. Not really having the best luck as of, you know, yet. You know, let me see if I can speed it up a little bit. I don't think I can. Nah, I can't really speed it up. But anyways, essentially, the more you spawn in, the less, you know, likely you're gonna, you know, succeed in terms of looting. Because guess what? Everyone's already on the ground, and you're at a disadvantage because you have yet to hit the ground. So, basically, you know, you want to get loot as fast as possible. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If you find, you know, an ICR, Vapor, whatever it is, pick that shit up, man. Because, chances are, you know, that's what you're gonna need, right? You know, also, you want two weapons that, complement each other. You'll notice that, towards the end of this gameplay, actually, I'm about to spawn back in. And if you guys notice, well, I can't, for some reason, I can't pop up the freaking mini-map or whatever, which is kind of stupid. They need to, you know, put that into this theater mode here, which is absolutely still jacked up or whatever. But, anyways, you want weapons that complement each other. We got a person watching what's up. Essentially, you know, you want, like, an SMG and a shotgun. You want an assault rifle and an SMG. You want, like, two weapons. You, like, basically you want a longer range weapon as well as a, you know, a freaking, you know, close range weapon, right? So, you know, towards the end of this gameplay, you'll notice that I pick up an MX-9, and I think I had a ICR, I want to say, or it might not have been an ICR as I get ran over right there, yet again. At this point, I'm just like, well, I'm fucking done, and my boys are done, so, you know, might as well quit the game, wrap it up or whatever. But somehow, some freaking way, Cousin Malik and I think it was Cousin Andy or Paranoia manages to just get out of the storm completely. And it takes, you know, a lot of ticks of your damage or whatever. So I think I said I died twice, but I ended up dying like 3 or 4 times maybe. It was like 3 or 4 times. I don't really remember what it was. But, you know, essentially at this point, the storm is moving in closer and closer and closer. I appreciate, Cousin Malik, I appreciate you and, oh, you're talking about, yeah, that went out of the storm. Yeah, them boys, they got out of the storm somehow, but, I appreciate you watching Cousin Malik, but, you know, essentially the storm is moving in towards its final stage, as I suffer that last death right there. And fortunately, you know, right as soon as I spawn in, you know, I'm in a really good situation, and I'm going to show you why once I land. So, if I could pop up the freaking map, which Treyarch needs to implement that feature where you can pop up the map in, you know, the freaking menu, because if I do that, it's not going to let me, you know, pop up the map or whatever. I'm pressing the big old, you know, PlayStation pad in the middle. It's not letting me pop up the map. But essentially, the storm is closing in on this location right here. I'm the only one here. None of the buildings are untouched. And that's what you want to look for. You want to look for parts of buildings that, you know, aren't touched, right? So, have people been there? Have the windows been broken? Do I see any quads? Do I see any vehicles? You know, I just learned this tip last night. whenever you have a quad and the brake lights are on, that means somebody just got off of that quad. So essentially that's what you want to look for. You want to make sure that you know, you're the only person around there to the best of your ability, and that's why having equipment such as the freaking sensor dart helps you out in those instances, because if I wanted to shoot, you know, a dart on that building right there to my south, then guess what? I could do that. I could shoot it, identify if there's an enemy there. If not, hey, that vision dart or that sensor dart is there and it's activated, right? So that way I know when a person's you know, trying to sneak up on me, do a, you know, flank or whatever. So essentially, like I said, as you see right there, the storm is literally right where I'm at. So I'm in a really good situation, you know, getting myself situated for the ensuing fight that is yet to come. Before this game actually started, and I pick up a level 3 armor right there, which serves me hella clutch as the final circle comes to fruition, right? So before this game started, Cousin Paranoia, or Cousin Alex, he said, you know, I feel this in my scrotum, right? That's just something that us boys, we say before, you know, we feel like we're about to win a match or whatever. And I don't know how he felt that, but I guess he had so much confidence in the fact that, you know, we could perform well as a team. So you know, that's really good, you know, to know that your team has confidence in you, right? So the next tip that I'm gonna move into, as the storm closes in, and you know, you got my boys in the background right there. They're actually on that bridge. They're actually maybe, you know, good 100 meters out from me as they're moving in right there. I think that's actually Paranoia dropping in or whatever, because he had died, and you know, Cousin Malik and Cousin Andy survived, which is absolutely pivotal, because if they didn't survive, then guess what? We wouldn't have won this game. So Cousin Malik, Cousin Andy, I appreciate y'all for getting out of the storm when y'all did. But the next tip I'm gonna get into, man, have good communication. Alright, we were doing call outs this whole entire match. We had each other's back, you know what I'm saying? And you know, if you can't really communicate, you know, just make, you know, simple call outs. Like, you know, if you're not in a party and you're just in regular game chat, make call outs. You may sound like a complete idiot, but it shows your team that you want to win. So essentially, I'm just checking the perimeter. I see that there is an enemy out there to the north, you know, that north, you know, northwest type region. So I come back, and I think Alex had like 9 kills this match or something, or not Alex, but Andy had like damn 9 kills or something. He ran over like 3 or 4 people, I want to say, but yeah, man, you want to have good communication. You want to, you know, establish, you know, that sense of what you guys are going to do, right? So essentially there are 32 people left. That means there's roughly about 8 teams left, give or take, if you want to be, you know, relatively accurate about it. But yeah, man, as that circle, you know, closes in, we are in that final stage of the circle, you guys. So right here, Cousin Malik makes a real pivotal call out. He said, you know, Cousin Jordan, enemies moving to the, you know, southwest or the south, right? So I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let me go over here and see if I see him, right? Or not the southwest. Well, yeah, it was the west, but you know, moving towards that west, southwest, south direction. Cousin Malik, you know, made a beautiful call out. So I really do appreciate him. Now, here's where ballistics and knowing how your bullets drop come to your advantage, alright? So, 7.62s in the rampart, they have a really decent, you know, drop. You know what I'm saying? They don't drop too much, they drop a little bit. So I spot this enemy right here, and I begin, you know, tagging him. You know what I'm saying? Just scaring him off. He's probably pissing his pants right now just because he doesn't know where he's getting shot from. He knows the general vicinity of where I'm at as I try and arc my bullets there, but he's scared, alright? You want to return fire, and yet you want to keep on the move, right? So, as me and my boys are closing in right here, I think that was Cousin Malik, probably right there. All these motherfuckers was rocking gorilla suits, so really telling which one was who was kind of crazy. But we got one more teammate dropping in. I want to say that was Paranoia. So I shoot my vision, or my pulse right there, or my vision, my sensor dart, and I just tag this guy right here. I keep tagging him until eventually I get the knockdown, right? So once I knew how my bullets were dropping, because he was very unaware, I just kept shooting at him, bang, got the kill, picked him up, alright? So now, here's where situational awareness comes in, alright? I know that we have enemies to our south-southwest, so as my teammates are giving me call-outs, I see, you know, some enemies moving in that southwest direction, and guess what? They're heading to the right side of that storm, right? So guess what I do? I head to the left side simply because I don't want to be over there with them, and I pick up this enemy. This is where level 3 armor comes in so clutch, alright? Yeah, you're going to make a little bit more noise with level 3 armor, but in the end game, noise doesn't matter. Your noise discipline is shit at the end of the game. You don't really care, right? So at this point, I'm a little bit low on 7.62s, right? Now, the best thing to do is really conserve your ammo, alright? That's what you want to do. You don't want to go full blazing. You don't want to go balls to the walls, right? So, at this point in the game, I was only spamming shots if I knew I could get them. But other than that, tap fire, right? You know, essentially right here, I was spamming a little bit just because they were a little bit closer. I reload, and as I reload, I run up here. On the top of this right here, I hear a sensor dart, bam, drop right here in front of this guy right here. I melee him, and unfortunately, I get hit. So, Cousin Malik, Cousin Andy, and Paranoia come pick me up. They're securing me, make sure I'm good and everything. So once I get picked up, I loot this guy's bag just by healing first or whatever. Make sure my weapon's good, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? That's what you essentially want to do. You want to heal yourself first. Then you want to prioritize your weapon as well. I loot this guy's bag, and he just so happens to have that 7.62 ammo that I needed. And I pick up another sensor dart as well as a trophy system, as those could potentially come into play in the next circle, alright? Or in that, you know, final little bit of a circle. So, Andy makes a pivotal call out here. He said, you know, Cousin Jordan, you got enemies to your right. So, I'm looking over here in the general vicinity, and I turn a little bit, pick up this guy right here that they couldn't get, and, yeah, that's how that gunfight went, right? So, at this point, I have 4 kills. I already know what's going on, right? So this is where things get hella chaotic, alright? So at this point, alright, I'm gonna pause it. So at this point, what you want to do, you guys want to make sure that communication and just overall firefight discipline are there, alright? You want to make sure that you guys are as tight-knit as you can possibly be. Not bunched up, but, you know, just a little bit spread out, right? So, as you see, I'm heading to the left side of this circle. Now, another piece of advice that I want to give you guys, stay towards the outside of that circle. You want to know why? Because if anyone's in that, you know, circle right there, they're taking damage, and you're on the inside. You're not taking any damage, so you can essentially get 3 to 5 shots off. Bam, they're done for. They're done, right? So, stay on the outside of your circle and work the flank, because this is what would come to get us the dub, alright? So, I'm going to replay, or I'm going to repause it, or unpause it, or whatever. I'm figuring out where to shoot my sensor dart. I kind of have a good, vivid understanding of where they're at, so I just landed on that lighthouse. Boom. That's where the vision, or I keep calling it vision pulse just because about right, but my teammates, or they're in a hell of a firefight. I shoot my sensor dart, I'm taking contact, you know, I make sure I'm healing myself, stand on the outside of the circle. I deploy my trophy system here just in case they want to throw out grenades and shit like that. But they're in the lighthouse, my teammates rush in, and there it is, you guys, alright? That is my first ever quads win with my boys, man. I really do want to give a huge shout out to these boys, man. We have a little fun at the end of this game right here. Andy's in the driver's seat. At this point, this man is laughing in the party. We're having a good, you know, a good freaking time. And yeah, man, at this point, we're just having fun, you know, celebrating the dub or whatever. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. If you did, don't forget to click that like button and also subscribe for more Crazy Spartan content, man. I want to start uploading more Blackout like this, simply because Blackout is actually pretty fun, right? When you have teammates that play on the same, spectrum as you do, and y'all communicate well, you're gonna get the dub, man. You're gonna get the dub, and it's gonna feel really good. And yeah, we're just having fun at this point. I think I forgot who that was that went down. I think it was Paranoia or Cousin Malik. Yeah, Cousin Malik went down. I shoot him, I blow up his vehicle, and yeah, man, we're gonna just wrap it up right there because we were just having fun. But anyways, like I said, man, if you guys are ready to see more Blackout on the channel, man, y'all go ahead and click that like button and also subscribe for more Crazy Spartan content. I also have some multiplayer gameplay coming up with the newly revamped KN57. This thing right here, man, the damn KN57, bro. Oh my god, this thing is so deadly, bro. Woo, that thing popped a molly. I'm sweating, Lord Jesus Christ. That thing's beautiful. But anyways, man, if you guys are ready to see some more Blackout gameplay, y'all already know what to do, man. Drop that like button and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss a video when I upload. Also, stay on the lookout for my next 2K video, which will be episode 11. I want to say we're facing John Wall and the Wizards or whatever. So I might skip that game. I might just play the key games in the regular season, like, the Lakers, like Golden State, Houston, those big name teams, right? So stay tuned for that next episode. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna show you guys my stats before I actually enter 10th Prestige. All right, we are now in that final stage of reaching Prestige Master. All right, so as far as my stats are looking, I have 1,112 wins, 806 losses for a win-loss of a 138. I have 36,000 kills, which is absolutely nuts, man. Almost, 22,000 deaths for a 170 KD. This is the highest my KD has been in any Call of Duty other than Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. My highest kill streak is 25, man. I'm gonna get that nuclear someday. When it'll be, I don't know. I just have to be locked in and, just have, my boys playing with me, and they're doing really good call-outs during the game, and I believe I can get it. But, as far as that goes, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, man. But be on the lookout for that content coming soon. And, anyways, you guys, stay motivated, stay dedicated. Cousin Malik, I appreciate you for stopping by. Cousin John, and who else ever stopped by? I think 3 people stopped by on the stream or whatever. So I really do appreciate you guys. But, stay motivated, stay dedicated, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Peace.